V6 Chargers and Challengers muscle cars. What it do, Werewolf Gang? Let's talk about the big debate. Are V6 Chargers and Challengers muscle cars? This the big debate, man. People keep saying they is, and some people say they ain't. My opinion is, same thing they said. You can say they are, and you can say they ain't. It depends on what you comparing them to. Now, if you're gonna race a V6 versus other V6s, like you race a V6 Charger or Challenger versus a V6 Mustang and a V6 Camaro, I'm just throwing those two out there because those are the only two muscle cars I know. I mean, Pontiac is gone last time I checked. So if you run those cars against those cars, then yeah, you can consider yourself having a muscle car. You got a muscle car V6. You got a V6 muscle car. Also, you can run it against maybe some Kias. Not that Kia Stinger, though. You ain't gonna be able to beat that Kia Stinger. But stuff like that, Altimas. What else I got? Maybe Maximums, Altimas. Maybe the Ford Fusion Sport. Maybe those Impalas. The Toyota Camry, the fast version. If you run it against cars like that, and yeah, you can consider that muscle car just a V6 muscle car. Yeah, you can go ahead. I would say, yeah, you can consider it a V6 muscle car. Or on the other hand, you can consider it a muscle car if you soup it up, like build it up, build your motor up, or something like that. You know, if you build your motor up and make it a faster car, build it up so it can run against RTs and Scat Packs. Now, I have yet to see a V6 run up against a Hellcat, but that doesn't mean there's not one out there. I just haven't looked it up or Googled it. But I do know it's one guy out there that does have, there's probably a lot of guys out there that have supercharged or twin turbo V6s. I just have not looked that up. That's not something I've looked up. But I will go look it up. But I'm pretty sure some out there that can run with Hellcats. I just haven't looked it up. But as far as people saying you don't have a muscle car, well, you got this. Your muscle car look like my car. I got a Hellcat, and I got a Hellcat Challenger, V6 Challenger, and a Hellcat Challenger. Don't look that much difference. It ain't really that big of a difference. If you really want to be honest, it's not really that big of a difference. Now you can tell nowadays, because I got a slim body Hellcat, but wide body Hellcats and wide body Scat Packs, you don't have a wide body V6 Charger or Challenger. Not to say they won't eventually drop a wide body V6 Charger and Challenger, which to stop them from doing it. But right now they don't have that, so you can tell the difference by the wide body. But slim body Hellcats and Scat Packs and RTs, you cannot tell the difference between a V6 and a RT Scat Pack and a Hellcat. Well, you can kind of tell the difference. If you look at the wheels, you can see that they got bigger wheels, most likely 20-inch wheels, or with a bigger tire on it. Well, let me take that back. Those slim bodies was coming with those 245s, which was trash. And they was putting 275s on Hellcats. Garbage! Straight garbage. But you can kind of look at, but you can also look at the Brembos, because some Scat Packs got 6-piston Brembos, and all Hellcats got 6-piston Brembos. So RTs, I've seen RTs with Brembos, but I have not seen an RT with a 6-piston Brembo. I've never seen an RT with a 6-piston Brembo. And I think now you can get those GTs with Brembos, V6 GTs. I think those come with Brembos, because those GTs look like Hellcats. They got the same pretty much body style as the Hellcat. I'm talking about the Chargers. So you really can't really tell the difference with those unless you're really looking closely. You can look at the wheels. You can look how heavy they, look how they stand, how high they sit off the ground, things like that. If you really go into details, you can look at the exhaust. It's not a full exhaust. It's just fake tips. But if you don't go into depth, the average person is not gonna know. The average car person is not gonna know if you got a Hellcat. Well, they're gonna know if you got a Hellcat, because everybody knows what a Hellcat. But they're not gonna know if you got a Scat Pack or a V6 or a RT or a V6. You're not really gonna be able to tell unless you like really into cars or you somewhat know about cars. You're not really gonna be able to tell. So you can I say you got a muscle car. I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm not gonna knock your ski low. If you say you got a muscle car, you got a muscle car. Long as you running against people in your category. People in your category, if you racing against another V6, yeah, why not? Yeah, you got a V6 muscle car. It's a such thing as a V6 muscle car. If not, that means T-Light made it up. I just made that up today. You got a V6 muscle car. And some of them V6s nowadays can outrun those old school muscle cars. Let's be serious. Some of these V6s can outrun old school muscle cars. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying all old school muscle cars. I'm just saying from factory to factory. A factory V6 Charger versus a factory muscle car from back then. Just to say a factory Mustang from 1976 or something. 1962. I believe I'm gonna put my money on the new car. I'm gonna put my money on that V6 Charger Challenger. Sorry, but not sorry. So, and let's be honest, 285, 300 horsepower. Back in the day, that was ungodly speed. Everybody was like, ooh, that's crazy. From the factory, yeah, they was like, oh, that's crazy. Coming off the assembly line with 200 or 300, 285, 300 horsepower, you was like, man, you got yourself a young monster. A monster. Straight off the factory assembly line? Yeah. So, in my point of view, you can say, yes, it's a muscle car. You look like a muscle car. You got respectable speed because it's not no slow car, so it's respectable speed, and you got respectable horsepower. So you really can't say it's not a muscle car, but then again, you can say it's a muscle car because you go 285 versus 485, or 285 versus 375, 285 versus 717. That's a big difference. So if that's your argument, you can say, yeah, it's not a muscle car. But if your argument is my car looks like a muscle car, it's considered a muscle car. So look at that Kia right there. If you're racing against a Kia like that Kia, then yeah, you got yourself a V6 muscle car. Is what I'm gonna call it. You got yourself a V6 muscle car. I'm not knocking it because hell, I got a V6 Magnum at home right now that I drive it like it's a muscle car, and it's only got 185 horsepower. But you can't tell me when I'm in that car that I ain't got a muscle car. Sorry, but not sorry. I love that car. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's got 140 on the dash. Last I checked, 145 miles an hour will definitely kill you. It will definitely kill you, and whoever you crash into is probably gonna kill them too. If not, it's gonna disintegrate you, and they're gonna be seriously injured. So, hey, and that's only a 2.7, 2.5, I forget, and that's 185 horsepower, and that sucker be moving. I think it be moving. And I got a Hellcat, so you can't say, I know what I'm talking about. I got a Hellcat, I own Scat Packs, I own RTs, hell, I got an SS Impala sitting at the house right now. So, and I've driven them all. Trackhawks, Hellcat Durangos, TRXs, Super ZL1s, Cadillac CT V8, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I've driven them all, man. So, and plus those all-wheel drive V6s ain't to be played with. Those GTs, them things ain't to be played with. And you can drive them in the snow. Man, you got yourself, hey, I'm going to tell you that you got a muscle car. The next person may tell you that you don't. But in my eyes, you got yourself a muscle car. Don't, when you pull up to the car meets, if you see your boy T-Light, hey, I'm showing you mad love like you got a goddamn Hellcat. Because I love cars. It's going to always be that negative person that's going to tell you that you ain't got no, you should have got the V8. It's always going to be that person. Walk past that person because he probably got a complex about himself or something, or she. They probably on some garbage, you know. Don't, just walk away from them. Don't let them steal your sunshine. Don't let them make you feel like your car lesser than a car because you ain't got all the horsepower that a big block V8 muscle car got. But you got a big block V6 muscle car, so you ain't in the same category as them. But in your category, you a god. In your V6 category, you're a god. So, like I said, I believe it is a muscle car. If there go one right there, look at that. That's a V6. It look good. It look strong. It look fast. It look great. So you can't tell me that Charger didn't look good. So like I said, like, I believe you do got a muscle car. If you say you got a muscle car, you got a muscle car. Like I said, if anybody say, man, what kind of muscle car you got? It's a V6. Say it's a V6 muscle car, and walk away. Watch their mouth drop to the floor. You know, shut them up. Drop the mic on them. Yeah, I got a muscle car, a V6 muscle car, and walk away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I believe that you can consider it a muscle car, and then again, you can consider it not a muscle car. It just depends on what category you put it in. If you say you racing against V6 Camaros, V6 Mustangs, V6 Toyotas, V6 Altimas, as long as you racing against the same category, as long as you running against them, then yeah, you got a muscle car. Can't nobody take it away from you, baby. You believe it, I believe it. I respect it, so it is what it is. Don't let nobody knock your sunshine. But I just wanted to touch bases with y'all about that, because it's like a big debate. People come to car shows and they be laughing at people that pull up in a V6. Man, you can't knock that V6. I ain't never gonna knock no V6. It is what it is. If you racing against that Honda right there, go ahead and do your goddamn thing. But like I said, you pull up to the car show, it's Mopar, no car with me. If you pull up in a Charger, Challenger, it's Mopar with me. I love all Mopars. Hell, I love all cars. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm a car guy, period. But my favorite car is no lie, I like Dodges. Challenger is my favorite car, but I've owned a Charger too. So I'm gonna show you mad love, because like I said, I show all Mopars mad love. You ain't got to be the fastest. As long as you got a Mopar. You pull up in a goddamn Avenger, and I'm still gonna be like, I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Pull up in an Avenger, hell, a Jeep. You pull up in a Jeep, and I'm showing you love. I don't care what you pull up in. If it's a Dodge, I'm running up to you, giving you that Mopar love. Hell, I'm gonna give you V6. If you pull up in a Camaro, I'm still gonna give you love. Pull up in a goddamn Mustang V6, I'm giving you love. It don't matter. So, with that being said, man, I hope y'all, if you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that a V6 Charger or Challenger is a muscle car? Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Let me know. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop some fireball videos. And I'm gonna go ahead and end my video like I always end my videos. It's your boy T-Light. Oh yeah, shout out to the Werewolf Gang. Much love to the Light crew. You already know how I feel about you. And I'm out this piece. Jittig!
Yeah.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they